And so the most complex part of placing the rebars in the Revit structure is the stairs, right here. Also note that we don't actually use the stairs that we modeled in the architectural Revit file, even though we can actually place the rebars in it, but it doesn't actually give us the qualities that we need for the modeling, and it just gets a bit messy. Therefore, in this phase, for the stairs, we'll be using the model in place, and we'll do the placing of the rebars inside of that. So now I'll go to the structural level of 900, and then after I open this up, I'll zoom in here so you can see it right here. This is where we should be placing the stairs. All right, and after the plan has loaded up, our next step would be to confirm if this is actually where we should be placing the stairs. Let me just take a look at the AutoCAD file and just confirm that it's right here. Yes. So now in order to model the stairs in here, first I have to go to the architecture tab and then select the reference plane and then draw one right over here in the middle of this empty space. Alright, after this I'll select it and give a name to it. Let's see, select it by clicking on this part, and I'll just name it, for example, STR for now, just as an example. And there we go. After that, we'll progress with the AutoCAD file. Let me just open it up and maximize it so you can actually see what we have here. Alright, so here we have the side view, and then right next to it we have a cut that's named A. So let me just find that. It's right here. And this cut explains to us how the formation of the rebars is going to be. So I'll go to the cut itself and then use the distance and measure tool to check the distance here. It says 0.4, and this has been modeled to a scale of twice the normal size, so whatever number we get here, we have to divide it by 2. So I'll go back here and select the reference plane, then I'll draw one right over here and then another one in the middle, and then after that I'll select the measure tool. Alright, then we go here where we have this reference plane and then click on this part after that. Alright, so let me just select the reference plane and move it here. After that, I'll select this reference plane with this point and lock it and equalize the both sides. After that, I'll select the reference plane again and then select the pick line and put the offset on 0.1. Then I'll divide this from left to right so we can have the 20 centimeters for the stairs here. Alright, and there we go. We go to the next part of the stairs and I'll use the measure tool again to check the distance of this part too. You should note that we should measure each part and each side of this separately. So here we have about 2.86, so we'll round it down to 1.4. Although we'll have to adjust it afterwards to fit it perfectly. So I'll select the cut tool and make a cut over here. And then let's see if it loads up. Alright, after that, I'll select this line and move it this way. And then I'll open up the cut. Alright, so here select this and open it up. After that, we have the beams that we modeled in this section. So I'll go over here to the component tool and select the model in planes tool. Then here, make sure to put it on the stairs option and then OK. And then OK here as well. Alright, then select the set tool and select the reference plane that we created in the STR level and set it on that. Alright, after that, I'll select the extrusion tool and then from this point, click and put in 0.985 and then we go this way, which is the distance that we measured. After that, I'll draw a reference line here because we need to see where exactly this part starts and where it ends. Then I'll select the measure tool and then we draw that from here up to here. And this one's going to have a length of 3.7 meters. Let's just be precise, put in 3.68. Alright, then I'll downscale to 1/10. And so the minus 2.5 level is here. So I'll select the trim tool and trim this compared to this point. Then align this one and lock it. And the length here is about 0.33. Remove, and then using move, we bring this over here. And then we'll connect this to here. Alright, after that, using an offset of 0.25, we go here and draw this. Alright, change the offset to 0 this time. Alright, after that, trim these up and then trim these up as well, and there we go. So this is our phase 1. So finish this up. And let's just check this using the 3D view. First, let's go to the plan here and then connect this up to this part. Bring it over here. And there we go. Then select the align tool and lock this up with this line. Now let me just check the distance here. And alright. After that, let's go back to the 3D view again. Oh, excuse me, to the detail. Then we go to the create tab. So I'll model this part of the stairs, this leg of it, and then we'll get to the next one. So from this point here, we'll move downwards for 0.25. And then we go right for about 1.53. Cancel here. Alright, so we have to go up here and put in about 0.918, and so we'll connect this to this point down here, and then after that, using an offset of 0.25, we'll go here and draw this to complete this one. Then we'll trim these, and then using the pick line, connect this up and then finish it up. Alright, after that, we go to the 3D. I'll hit Ctrl C here and then Ctrl V to paste the number here in the extrusion end. So we'll have 1.075. And there we go. We'll just go ahead and repeat this process for the rest of these stairs. So first, let me go back to the detail 3 cuts. Alright, after that, let's go to the plan. So, for this side of the stairs, we'll go here and select the reference plane again and draw one here, but if you've already given a name to the reference plane, you don't have to do this. I just don't want to finish this up and then go back to the reference plane and give a name to that and then come back here again. So I'll name the new one STR2. Then let's go back to the detail 3. Here I'll select the extrusion tool and then let's see, I'll go here and draw from this point to the left direction for 1 point, for example, 2852. Alright, cancel that one, didn't look good enough. This time 1.282. Oh, I can use the trim here. Let me just first cancel this. So click on yes on this window. Then I'll select this and then click on edit. It's better to draw these all in one sketch, but I haven't done that. So let me just go here and draw this part like this, and I'll explain afterwards why. And then I'll hide these two and then delete this higher one and then reset. Try to put these in one sketch so the